Hi, everybody. This is Allison from AllyKat Creations. How are you? I hope everybody's having a blessed and beautiful day. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hype to my channel if you have yet to do so. And if you get anything from my work, a connected dot, an epiphany, a mind explosion, a new book to read, a new author to explore, artwork to create, please consider supporting me. All the links are at the bottom of the description. AllyKatCreations211.com is my website. You can see candles and pyramids and skulls and all kinds of stuff there. If you're interested in a commission or working with me, please email me. I do everything privately. I have channel memberships. I got 3D and 4D. Guess what? They're fun. You guys get special emojis. You guys get free entries into my raffles, oracle card readings, and you get to work with me if you're on the 4D level. So I'm really excited. If life doesn't stop lifing, I could get to some more things. But life is a little complicated right now in Allison land. I'm going to get into it. Hi, Scott. Hi, Ashmaya. How are you guys? I am so not prepared. So not prepared. I literally got rained on, like downpoured style. I had to take a shower. And the hair is the herring. It's there, but it's not. I then made something to eat. Um Going through a loan process is a fun thing. I have like an adjuster person, appraiser coming to the house. I just literally right before I came on scheduled that for Sunday if they agree to it. And my house is filthy, so I have to clean it all weekend. Oh my gosh. So there had been storms up here. There was a tornado that hit Michigan earlier today. We got spared. It was 74 degrees. 74. Freaking hot. It was great, but humid and very meh. So that's why I did the Dorothy thumbnail. For those of you who have not seen me as Dorothy and Freya as Toto, it does not look like me, but that's okay. Doesn't need to. It My resemblance is there. So we might be getting we're in a severe thunderstorm warning, and it might go to tornado warning. We will not know until later, but we do have weather here. Hi, Charlene. So it's another reason why I was late. Not that I'm ever late. I'm on time always. Chicken! Buck buck! Chicken, 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 chicken. Um, Hi guys, it's chicken. Buck buck chicken. Buck buck chicken. So today was crazy. I had a good day at work. It wasn't terrible. Long. Um, just the last couple of days have been extremely fucking overwhelming. I said it yesterday with Arnie. Overwhelming. Um, Overwhelming. There's just no other words to describe what is happening in my life. It's just very overwhelming. I have to, my accountant hasn't gotten back to me. I hope everything's, I like my accountant. He's in New York. Really, really like him. But if he doesn't read my emails and doesn't respond back to me, I'm gonna have to go somewhere to get my taxes done. I need them now. JG Wentworth. Um, I have to sell a lot of things out of my house. I have to clean my house if there's an adjuster coming. Not an adjuster, an appraiser. It looks like I might be able to get this home tap kind of loan. It's my only option. So I've been doing a lot of investigative work. I've been doing a lot of just freaking out. Welcome to God has your back until he does not. And I'm not saying the universe doesn't have my back, but it really does not have my back. And yes, if things are supposed to collapse the way they are supposed to, I'm not a happy camper. It's too much stress. My blood pressure spiked twice. I never have my blood pressure ever spike. I'm usually hypoglycemic and my blood pressure usually runs ridiculously low. So, and that as a norm. So when I'm just like, what the fuck? Lifing isn't lifing. But because I do have a limit on the free chat GPT, how many photos I can convert a day. Baby P! I have my heater on, mind you. I forgot to put socks on. My feet are freezing. Baby P! So cute. So excited. Lots to get into. I for right now I have power. There is lightning here. There's a lot of wind gusts. So if I do, and I'm gonna put this out here because there's now a few more people on. If the power goes out, I will try every which way to get back on. Just stay tuned. It's just the power and the wind is gusting. I had a gust earlier. Why I kind of halted to go live too. 60 miles per hour. Hi, Al Sunray. So yeah, that's happening right now as we speak. It's kind of calmer. Like we're not in the severity. It's a little up north, but Michigan got hit really bad with the tornado. So my prayers to everybody up there. Yikes. Yikeramas. It's 70 degrees. I'm wearing my dress. I'm wearing a dress. It's nice. It's lovely. Do 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 waiting for the Schumann. What's that? I'll show you, but when I minimize it, there we go. On the angle. That was hours ago. That was overnight. For anybody out there. Yikes, yikes, and more yikes. That's a lot of downloads. Um, okay, the frequencies are at 8.61. And the electromagnetic field is still really high. It's like a wave of fun. High as a kite. High as a kite. The electric field is also dancing, but not like these other people are putting out there. I've been seeing a lot of people distorting the Schumann resonance, by the way. You all, for you to, in order to understand it, you got to go within with it as well. It's not just, yes, it's scientific equipment, reading frequency. But you're gonna know what is. All right, we're gonna hold it out here in the middle of those white spikes toward this side. Hang on. You might see a little black line. There it goes. There's the black line. There's the black line. There it is. It's a black line. Black line. No one's reporting that. I still haven't found anybody that does that. I'm gonna screen record that with my crappy phone. Oh, it just caught it. It just caught it. It's like 10 to 12 seconds before, like when I do record those, some of that is like, ah, chicken, buck, 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 chicken, buck, buck, second chicken. Um, those lines are not supposed to be there. Those black in and out lines. Is that perpetually was a timeline? Was that a time dilation? Was that just instrument failure? I don't know. Balloons! Welcome, everybody. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hype to my channel. Me and Arnie had a really great show yesterday. It was a little 2-hour chat, just shooting the breeze with Arnie Layton. I hope you guys saw that or caught up. Also, I was going to do the Owaspy reading. It's a very length of a chapter, and I don't want to break it up, so I'm going to have to find time to do it. It's probably really good too, because they're talking about God, source, all that is, the one infinite creator. However you want to speculate that name. My knee just popped. I hope you didn't hear that. So the energy is wonky as usual. I just been feeling super effing heavy. Not getting sleep at night. That's a normal thing now and nowadays for a lot of us. I used to have the wave of not sleeping and then sleeping. Now I'm really not sleeping. It's not good. I work with crazy kids. I love them, but they drive me nuts in a good way. Maybe. Hang on. At least Facebook is working. Mercury's in the microwave. For sure. Mercury's in the microwave. I am really hoping also that I can get recorded episode 1 Emergence, the quantum spiritual stuff. Because Ashmaya and her hubby did some awesome stuff to it, just to enhance it and make it look awesome. So I want to present that. It's just one thing after another. After I was so overwhelmed emotionally the last couple of days because of just life, 3D bullshit. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm really praying that this loan comes through and it's not going to be enough, but it's going to cover some of the back crap that I need to get fucking paid. I am praying, this is the timeline, that everything starts flowing in my favor. I also am revamping my resume again for the millionth time. I'm also investigating headhunters around this area. I need another job. This job is just, I love it. I really love what I do, but it is not sustainable income wise. I cannot do it anymore. Just the way the schedule hit, and we don't get paid for snow days. They will make them up, but like in the moment when you don't get a normal paycheck for months and you got days and weeks that you didn't get paid because of the holidays and stuff and one thing after another, can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah, I'm hoping that things just start taking a different direction for me. I know many of you feel the same. Like, you're doing all this work, you're putting faith in and guidance into the universe. You're really like doing your best, and you just continuously get thrown up on. And you cannot ignore 3D. You can't ignore the bills. You can't ignore your responsibilities. There are things outside of my control. I work my ass off and I don't have any like tangible results. I know a lot of people that are in that boat. And it's not just going, like my town is the mafia, it's who you know. And is it worth working a side job for 2 days a week for $10 an hour? No. By the time you get that paycheck with all the taxes and everything else taken out, you're really only seeing like $50 for 2 8-hour days. Is it worth it? If that, not at my age. That's not an excuse. Something needs to give. Something absolutely needs to give. And I'm not alone in this. Gas here, the gas shot up to 330. I got gas money I didn't really have, but I had no choice. There's the buzz. Ooh, it's doing this. Yay, I get a tuning and we get balloons. Spirit, I saw that. Spirit's here, right behind here. I guessed up it was 257. I caught a good deal. And the last 2 days it went up by it's over $3 again. Like here it was teetering between 253 and depending where you are, if you go up towards Gary, it's a little less. But we don't like to go in those areas. The prices this morning going to work, and I live down the block from a gas station, 330. Around the corner from me, 338, 340. Really? Nobody can handle this. I don't know too many people that can actually handle this, to be quite honest. I mean, for somebody that doesn't, like when you're on a budget and you don't make enough and you can't pay your bills and You're like, okay, how do you get to these jobs? How do you get to work? Uh-oh. I got a warning on my phone. Let's see flash flood. I should be all right. See, I'm where that blue dot is comparatively. So I'm like on the cusp of that flood warning. Yeah, I'm literally on the cusp of that. In that blue dot, that's where I am. Yeah, so yikes. Flash flood. Fun times. That's still a lot of money, Al Sunray. That's still a lot of money. Um, I'm not expecting it to go down to $1.87, but like I'm only going to my job with my car and to the store if I need to, and I've been avoiding that as well. Hi, Sparky. So when you go, like I'm passing by like the gas stations on the corner where I turn to go to my job, and I keep just seeing the prices keep going up and down and up and down. It's ridiculous. It really is. Um, so I got it. My accountant hasn't gotten to me. The loan people are scheduled for Sunday. I have to see if I can get a confirmation for that. Hi, baby Luigi, or Mr. Tony. Welcome in, everybody. Just recapping the craziness. I mean, I got out of work. Like the sky opened up and I got drenched. And what? It bananas. But bananas. This I kind of touch upon on my quantum AI and metaphysical pondering. Uh, sorry, not that one. It's the emergency. My brain's not even awake right now. The emergence episode I'm going to start any day now, maybe hopefully next week. The superpower of metacognition. The moment you become aware of the mind, you stop being ruled by it. Most people think power comes from controlling the world around them. Real power begins when you can observe what is happening inside you while it is happening. That is metacognition. It is the ability to notice your thoughts without immediately becoming them, to catch the story before it becomes identity, to witness the emotion before it hijacks your behavior, to see the pattern before it repels itself again. This is the superpower because most human suffering is not caused only by life itself. It is caused by unconscious interpretation. Interesting. I have another spirit around here. Something happens, the mind reacts, the body contracts, the old program takes over. And within seconds, a person is no longer responding from presence, they are reacting from memory. Metacognition breaks the spell. It creates a sacred space between stimulus and response. And inside that space is where sovereignty returns. You begin to notice, I am having a fearful thought. but I am not the fear. I feel rejected, but I do not need to collapse into the wound. My mind is predicting disaster, but that does not mean disaster is true. The trigger is old, it is not the whole of this moment. The awareness changes everything because once you can see the mind, you are no longer trapped inside every thought it produces. You start recognizing the difference between intuition and anxiety, truth and mental noise, present present reality, past conditioning, conscious choice and automatic programming. Without it, you keep replaying patterns and calling it fate. With it, you begin to interrupt the loop. You see how the mind creates enemies, fantasies, fears, identities, and future scenarios, and then convinces the body they are real. You see how one unconscious thought can change your chemistry, posture, tone, and behavior. You see how entire lives are built from repeated thoughts that were never questioned. And that something profound happened. And then something profound happens. You stop believing every voice in your head deserves authority. That's liberation. It is a watcher awakening inside the self, the higher intelligence that can witness the storm without becoming the storm. The inner presence that says, I see what the mind is doing right now. And in that seeing, a new life begins. Because the person who can observe themselves clearly can transform themselves consciously. That is a superpower. Not just thinking, but knowing that you are thinking. Not just feeling, but recognizing how feeling, thought, memory, and identity braid together. Not just living by default, but waking up with your own experience. Metacognition is how you leave the prison of the automatic living. It is how you reclaim authorship, how you end inherited patterns, how you stop feeding false stories, how you return to the quiet intelligence beneath the noise. The mind is a tool, a beautiful one, but a dangerous master. The day you can watch it clearly is the day you begin to become free. And that's by John Roma. 330 is a stupid high. It was 250, 253 in this area right here, give or take. Give or take. And then today I saw it at 330. Why? I got it at 257 because I can't afford crap. But, you know, I mean, gas prices that stay consistent, the lower $2, it should be. Oh, I remember when I first started driving, it was like a dollar 15, give or take. Like I could drive to my summer jobs and I would not have to worry about budgeting out a gas fund out of my paycheck so I could get to work. Um, mind you, mind you. But it's storming these days. My little flyer, I hope, went over well. for reals. North America is still north. The northern continents are getting fucked. Blessings. Um, I would say if it was safer, like I mean, I walked to work for a month in like -10 degrees. It's doable, but it's not safe around here to be A, walking by yourself, B, being female and walking by yourself, especially through some of the neighborhoods over here. And then C, there's no real sidewalk. Like across the street, there is a sidewalk. It is never clear. The people that are driving around here are animals. I never felt safe. And there really isn't like traffic lights with crosswalks or like you could walk across like New York. It's not like that here. It's a car dependent state. Unless you live right near like everything, you could walk. But like for me, like walking to my job wasn't terrible. It's not far. It's just getting everywhere else, which is not fun for reals. So I'm going to spread some of this fun. Live in frequency, if you're on Facebook and you're interested in this, the field of instant recognition. The field of instant recognition. Some people walk into a room and the atmosphere shifts before they speak, before anyone knows their name. Oh, it's the wedding analogy I give you guys. Yeah, I'm searching for a job too. I am looking for headhunters right now, and there's a couple in my area, but some of the reviews are effing hysterical and concerning for some places. So I am looking around for, someone to look at my resume and maybe give me a direction I never thought of. It's really good to have someone else that doesn't know you from a hole in the wall, that doesn't know your past or and just reads your resume to go, oh, okay, here's where we could change some things. Oh, you would be really good at this, X, Y, and Z. Oh, well, your skill set, we could put you over here. Like, you get stuck sometimes in your own mind. It's nice to have a fresh set of eyes on your stuff. You have recruiters, we call them headhunters. It's people that find others jobs. Anywho, this is not charisma in the ordinary sense. It is the field of instant recognition, the phenomenon where your frequency announces who you are and what you carry, bypassing conscious judgment and speaking directly to the subconscious of everyone you meet. Why instant recognition matters. First impressions are not formed by appearances or words, they are formed energetically. By the time someone's mind has decided how they feel about you, their field has already aligned or resisted based on your vibration. Three forces behind instant recognition. Signal strength. Your energy is coherent, unfragmented, and broadcast without interference. Signature clarity. The field recognizes your unique energetic pattern and knows exactly how to respond. Magnetic transparency. You carry a hidden contraction between you and your project and what you embody. When you try to verbally explain your value before it's felt, you weaken the impact. The field's recognition is instantaneous. Words should confirm it, not compensate for it. Enter as the frequency before stepping into any environment, whether a meeting, event, or even an online space. Align fully with the version of you whose presence commands the room. I'm going to leave that one here because I'll go into a metacognitive, using this analogy for those of you who need to see yourself authentically. If you have ever been to a wedding, a party, an event, how are you showing up to it? What mask, what dynamic are you filling in that day? Are you walking into the room confident? Are you going to the buffet table? Are you going over to the hosts of the event, whether it be the bridegroom or people that you know in the room? How are you walking into that room? Are you lighting it up? Are you dimming it? Are you nervous? Are you anxious? What is it in your frequency and your energy that you are? Now, the hard part. Now that you already made your observation of how you walked into the room with everybody already there, sit at the table you were given the number to. You know, you go to an event, you get a number or like a designated spot to sit in, or just sit wherever there's a free open table. And you're going to face the door. Now you're going to see other people walk in. How are they walking in? Are they nervous? Are they going over to the buffet table? Which would sound not that bad because most people, you know, are hungry. But that's really avoidance. You know, you're not going in and being a social butterfly. You're going over and like completing a task and then going back to your seat. You're avoidant. Are you the life of the party? Are you walking in and everybody stopping and like, ooh? How are these people walking into the room? Now you're going to see yourself walking into the room yourself. What are you wearing? You're now observing you walking into the room. What are you wearing? What do you emulate? What's in your field? Are you going in and there's dance party music and you're like, yeah, Jersey Shore? Are you going over and being a social butterfly? Are you lighting up the room or dimming it? Your observation is yours to have. There's no right or wrong. But if you're perceiving the dim, the anxious, you're not a social creature, you're an introvert, you like to hang out by yourself, that matters in your frequency. That matters in your field. Because then you can have an established understanding of what you're doing and be more observant of how you're functioning in society. You're not going to escape 3D. You're bridging heaven to earth. You're not going anywhere, from my estimation, unless you transcend your form. You're not going nowhere. That's good, Tony. I'm happy for you. I mean, it's not that I'm not working. I'm working a lot. I'm overwhelmed. I am so overwhelmed the last couple of days. So Saturn is in Aries. That's a pain in the tushy. That's a get your shit done, Allison. And what is that get the shit done? It's get my 3D world sorted out. It's confronting the things that obviously I had zero control over. Meaning I get if I can't pay, what do I pay? My property tax or put food on my table? Don't pay 3 months worth of bills and pay the property tax or put food on my table. I got to do what's best for my human interests, and that is to eat. Keep my as long as I can keep the house over my head, I'm going to. Um, my phone's been busted for months now. I can't afford a new one. Thor, lightning. So we gotta look at what our options are, and right now, in order to better my circumstances, I got to think different and get out there and do a little different. And I never ever had a problem getting a job. This is the first time in my life, literally last summer was the first time in my life that I have not gotten a job for the summer, or at least something part-time that can help put more income and money in my pocket to pay my bills. Never in my life has this been an issue. Now, is this ageism? It feels that way a little bit. Thor. Who wants to see the cutest little baby Thor? Where did I put him? Oh, it's not in this folder. Thor right now is striking down hot his hammer. I'm not privy to like a phone brand, but I do use my phone a fuck ton. When I do the YouTube shorts with Freya, Little Thor, and Baby P, I'm always doing videos for that. I'm using ChatGPT off my phone and not on my desktop so that I can get a lot of these photos done to create the book that I want to do with Little Thor and Freya adventures. There's like a lot that I do with my phone besides like blast out, hey everybody, I'm going live. I do a lot on my phone. I don't do everything on it. I don't like to rely on it. But I'm finding out that there is ageism and discrimination when it comes to that. I applied to a bunch of places and they're looking for a young person that's strong and has stamina. Not, and I do, but most of these online shits is literally just that. It's online, it's impersonable. When I when I lived in New York and I became a paraprofessional, I got the licensing and all that whole 9 yards. I literally went to a printer and got my resume printed out professionally with a cover letter, and I got cool folders for it. And I literally walked and drove around to every school that I had interest in and hand delivered my resume. Showing up in person. I go to the stores around here to say, hey, are you hiring? Everything is online. Go look online. Everything's online. It's so impersonable. We have job fairs here every year. I went to 2 of them. Once again, just drop your resume. They're not interested in talking to you or building a bond. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know why this happens. Thor is over my area. And yes, I have a bruise right there from a child. My teacher got a nice scratch on her neck. I'm just noticing that little boo-boo. Tough cookie. So And that goes a part of when you're walking in and being confident, but not overly confident and not being a dick about your shit. And you're just walking in and saying, hey, like have a human to human connection with people. I think that holds more value than this online AI fill in your crap, uh, and you get denied without even being met. It's ridiculous. Hi, Barbara. How's the weather by you? Thor is thoring up here. There's nothing but lightning and thundering. I hope I don't lose power, but for all of those who are just coming in and watching, I do have storms overhead. I have 60 per hour per mile wind gusts happening with downpour rain. If I do get a blackout, just hang tight. I will be back. Maybe not. We will see. So no worries on that account. I've been watching this storm come in from work. We took the kids outside. It's 75 was. It's 67 with the rain. Okay, but it was like 74 degrees today. It was phenomenal. Humid as hell because we have incoming storms. But literally the little kids that I have on Fridays, we took them outside for a walk around our very massive yard. It was great. Me and my other para, we were playing basketball. We were shooting hoops. I got like four in a row. Uh, it was great. We took the kids around. We played a little bit, and then we went back inside. We saw the storm clouds coming. It was just a matter of when. And for anybody that got affected in Michigan, my heart is going out to those people, and Oklahoma last night. My goodness, it is the season. It's really, I don't know if you could hear it. A lot of thundering happening. Today's source message, you are no longer putting yourself in situations you have to heal from later. That's huge. Granted, you haven't perfected it yet, but in the past, it's almost as if you went out of your way to make things harder on yourself. Raising positivity is one thing, leveraging negativity is another. You're doing both, which is why your results are amplifying. Again, it's not perfected. That's because it's not supposed to be. But it's definitely a lot more enjoyable when you hold boundaries over your path. Yes. Yeah, I actually am not that terrible at basketball. I suck at like traveling across